Hello everyone, this is CRH Films and we're diving into the first episode of the second season of The Last of Us. Those who were lucky enough to survive the pandemic caused by the cordyceps fungus are attempting to return to a semblance of a normal existence. However, the shadows of the past give them no peace, and individuals thirsty for revenge are ready to unleash a true massacre.
In a church. Yikes.
What did you just say?
The events of the second season begin in Salt Lake City. A squad of Fireflies led by Abby is mourning their fallen comrades after the attack on the hospital. Their plan is to find other surviving members of the organization and then hunt down the man responsible for the tragedy, Joel, to give him a slow and painful death, such as the harsh arithmetic of the post-apocalypse. One smuggler minus a whole group of scientists equals one living Ellie. Next, the plot jumps 5 years into the future. We see Ellie, who now lives in the community of Jackson. She dedicates her free time not to public works, but to honing her combat skills in sparring sessions with a man who is clearly going easy on her. Dinah, Ellie's friend, visits Joel intending to find out the reasons for her anger toward her adoptive father. Joel chalks it all up to the difficulties of teenage years. By the way, he himself attends sessions with a psychotherapist named Gail, a representative of a profession in extremely high demand in the post-catastrophe world. He keeps his visits to the therapist a strict secret, as real men don't complain about their problems but solve them silently. Although Gail's own professionalism is questionable, should you really trust a woman who managed to forget her own son home alone during the Christmas holidays? While hunting the infected with her uncle Tommy, Joel's brother, Ellie expresses a persistent desire to join the mountain patrol, even though her father sees her in a much safer position. Tommy eventually gives in to her insistence and agrees to her inclusion in the patrol. It may not be the night watch, but it's an anti-fungal one. Dinah comes to get Ellie as it's time for their guard duty. Jesse conducts a short briefing, reminding them of the main rule. If there's trouble, don't play the hero. You must immediately return to base for backup. After that, the mounted patrol, split into 2 groups, sets off. The girls hang back a bit. Soon they notice bloody tracks, which the patrol plans to report to their superiors. Maybe someone just spilled the strategic supply of tomato sauce. But Ellie is determined to get to the truth. Together with Dinah, they follow the trail to a supermarket, where they find the mangled body of a bear and dead infected. The friends conclude that any surviving infected might have hidden inside the building. Apparently, the habit of shopping is so deeply ingrained in the mind that not even a fungal infection can erase it. Leaving the rest of the group on watch, the girls enter the shopping center through a window on the roof. They carefully step past the body of a dead mutant and move forward quietly, guided by sounds. Ellie resorts to a trick. She distracts an infected by throwing a bottle, then quickly closes the distance and neutralizes it. While trying to find an exit, she suddenly breaks through the floor and abruptly finds herself on the level below. Luckily, she avoids injury. However, all the exits on the first floor are blocked, and the local firearms seem to be incapable of shooting off locks. While Dinah goes off to find a rope, a strange sound reaches Ellie's ears. The girl doesn't yet suspect that a new kind of danger is lurking between the shelves, a completely silent mutant. When she finally spots the pursuer and calls out to provoke an attack, it unexpectedly doesn't react. Its glowing eyes indicate that it relies on sight, not just sound. Instead of attacking, the mutant hides. Ellie realizes she is facing a previously unknown type of infected, one much smarter than its relatives. Sensing the threat, Ellie spins around to shoot, but the shotgun blast hits empty air. The mutant had already flanked her and knocked her to the ground. Unarmed, the girl engages in hand-to-hand combat. The creature manages to bite her, but Ellie pulls out her pistol and fires a lead pill into the walking fungus. Dinah returns at that very moment. On returning to Jackson, Ellie reports the incident and the new type of threat to the council. If this monster is one of a kind, an invasion of such intelligent mutants could lead to catastrophic consequences. The elder members of the community, however, don't forget to remind her about violating patrol protocol. Later, after disinfecting a knife with alcohol, Ellie makes several cuts on her stomach around the bite to disguise the teeth marks as ordinary scars. The task is, of course, not simple. It's delicate work, to say the least, but she has the skill for it. A little later, Joel asks her if she plans to celebrate the new year. A festive atmosphere reigns in the community. People are lighting sparklers and grilling barbecue. In the main barn, a dance with live music and drinks has been organized. It's there that Ellie finds Dinah dancing with Jesse, her ex-boyfriend. Later, in the midst of the celebration, as the rest of the community relaxes with alcohol, Ellie returns home. Her gaze falls on Joel, sitting alone on the porch, strumming his guitar. Consumed by teenage resentment, she silently walks past him. Meanwhile, inside the plumbing system, densely clogged with vegetation, mutated fungal spores are stirring to life. But the cordyceps is not the only threat looming over the settlement. From the darkness of the forest, an armed squad led by Abby emerges. Their gazes are locked on the lights of Jackson, visible below. And on that note, the first episode ends.